Hi everyone, I'm Alexa, and I'm here to share a playthrough of a segment in Medal of Honor Above and Beyond with commentary as the mission designer on it. This will contain spoilers. This segment is called Back on the Ground. You've just jumped out of a B-17. Your mission is to parachute down to an enemy checkpoint near Fort Schmerzen to steal some uniforms and a truck. I initially had the thought of letting you steer as you go down, but that wasn't how these parachutes worked back then. I'm actually left eye dominant, and this capture is on my right eye, so you'll see me try to aim with my right eye, but later on you'll see that I kind of give up. And here comes Sarge to save the day.
Well, hello, Lieutenant.
If you don't cut yourself free right away, Sarge will have some lines to share.
Lieutenant, I'm so glad you could drop in. Lieutenant, we're not going to win this war
If
just
you
by
didn't
hanging
already know,
around.
Chris Edgerly, the voice actor for Sarge, also plays Pathfinder in Apex Legends.
You know, Lieutenant, ever since Tunisia, I've always looked up to you. I understand if you want to shoot me, Lieutenant. I feel it was worth it.
The first fight is pretty basic. You have this obvious piece of cover with some peepholes. There's one or two guys that flank. If you haven't been to or seen photos of the actual Black Forest in Germany, it's a stunning landscape of fairy tales. We had to cut down on trees to make for a cleaner scenery, but I think the art and sound teams did a phenomenal job of capturing it. The golden path to the second fight is down the stream, but there's some good cover up on the right as well.
Over here!
We'll follow Sarge. This wagon, combined with the raised dirt, is a pretty good place to shoot from. Again, we're still in mission 2, so nothing crazy. This segment was the very first level I worked on at Respawn. After blocking out this watermill, my lead, Supi Dione, looked over my shoulder and said, "You did not!" And my imposter syndrome was like, well, that was a good run. But it turns out, the very first thing he made for his first gig on Call of Duty 2, the big red one, was a watermill by a stone bridge not unlike this one. I mean, watermills are cool, so yeah. And here's my 1080 Ti in all its God Ray glory. He actually despawns out that door right now. And here he is again in Wehrmacht
Well,
uniform.
this almost fits. I hear a convoy. All right, this is our chance. I know you're not much of a conversationalist, but try to keep the driver occupied while I swing around the back.
The conversation with the driver had gameplay plans where he'd toss you yes or no questions, but then ask you something you can't nod or shake your head to. Sadly, it required too many global systems for something very local to this moment, so we passed on it. It's still a very tense moment as you see Sarge disappear around the back.
And I am never late. Schweinhund! I don't know who you think you are, but... Granada! Down! Amerikaner!
If you can get to it, this mounted MG is, yeah, pretty good. In hindsight, I wish this last fight would have had a better environment for it. The bridge kind of narrows your approach options, and there's not much cover for the player because I had to leave the road clear for the trucks. A quick fix could have been crumbling down a portion of this wall so you can drop down to the stream and get to Sarge safely. I really like these god rays, but I'm also glad it's not in your face during combat. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, hope you had fun.